This video is to the Honorable Mayor Kevin Johnson. My name is Jeff, and I'd like you to take a ride with me today on the American River Bike Trail. The reason that I want you to do that, because we got big problems up here, and you know about them. This is a beautiful, beautiful natural resource that Sacramento has to offer. And Sacramento, quite frankly, doesn't have a lot of drawing power to get people to move here. This is one of them. We've had some fires lately, and there's not been anything done about it. Sad thing, because I'm a cyclist, wearing the yellow jersey today in honor of the last day of the tour. I'm a cyclist, not an arsonist. I hate to upset the Sacramento County Fire Department spokesman, Roberto Padilla, who, when questioned after the last fire that we're about to see, said, well, we've got homeless, we've got transients, and we've got cyclists. Could have been any one of them. Well, I take umbrage with that, Roberto. I'll ask a few cyclist runners out here if they have any matches, maybe a cigarette I could borrow. You know, just a couple of puffs. I called the office of the mayor the day after this fire, and I spoke with Helen Hewitt. Told Helen this is a big, big emergency. It's a big problem. When I came back, by the way, the day after this fire, it was still smoldering. I talked to Helen. I said it's emergency. When this fire jumps a levee, we're going to have a really big problem when it starts burning houses. Hang on a second. You guys got any matches?
No.
Yeah, no matches. No matches, Roberto. So I said, this is an emergency. You guys have to do something about it. She said, well, we are, but it's going to take a long, long time. I said, well, Helen, that doesn't make sense. That's an oxymoron. Because if something's an emergency, you take care of it now. You got any matches?
No.
Yeah, see, that guy doesn't have any matches, Mayor. Okay? So I said, if it's going to take a long time, you're not taking it seriously enough. Do you guys have any matches? No, they don't either. Here's another fire, a small one. Thank God you got to this one quicker. So I said it can't take a long, long time. This is an emergency. You're burning up natural, beautiful resources here in Sacramento. And on top of that, the Sacramento County Fire Department spokesman, Roberto Padilla, has lumped cyclists in with the homeless and the transients. And I take umbrage to that, Roberto. That's just not right. It ain't cool. You're just trying to be politically correct. Now imagine this place all burned down. It's beautiful out here. During the winter, spring, it's all green. It's gorgeous. I'm out here all the time. Tell people about it all the time. So Helen got a little frustrated and said, what would I suggest? And I said I would suggest moving the homeless out of here and to an asphalt area where they can't burn anything up. And I realized that that's no small undertaking, but it's something that needs to be done. When you move the homeless out of the camps over by Cal Expo off of Business 80, you got them out of sight, out of mind. But the reality is, they're camping down in there, they're camping down in there, and when they camp, they burn. And when they burn, and they get drunk and liquored up, they do things like this. This is hang on, got a match? I don't think you heard me. Let's see if this guy does. Have you got a match? Got a match? No, he doesn't have a match. Maybe this guy's got a cigarette I can throw on the ground. You got a cigarette? No. See? So here's this fire. Nice one. Big one. I realize money doesn't grow on trees. It certainly isn't growing on these trees. Nothing is. But why don't you take some of the tax dollars, federal or state, doesn't matter to me. They're tax dollars that are being wasted on that across the top project on Business 80, or on Highway 80 over off of Northgate, that's been sitting there causing a quagmire of traffic jams for seems like years, and there's nothing being done on it. Look at the size of this fire. So if you want to continue to fool yourself to think that it could be a cyclist that did this, continue, but it's a homeless or it's a transient. Have you got a match? Yeah, see, he doesn't have a match. This guy, now he's got a match. I'll bet. You got a match? Yeah, see? Look at this fire. There's your culprit. One of them. I know it sounds hard and insensitive, but the reality is, this is hard and insensitive to all the animals that die every year with these fires. In the last 2 years, I count easily no less than 6 fires like this along my bike trail. And instead of looking black and charred, I should be able to look at the river and the trees instead of this. So, I've said my piece, and I'd like to challenge you, Mr. Mayor, to do something about it. It's time to step up your ball game. This is not a basketball court. This is something much more important. So please do the right thing. Get the homeless and the transients out of here now. All right? If you'd like to respond to this on YouTube, feel free to. For those of you watching it, pass it on. Make this thing go viral. For those of you in the Sacramento area, do a Google for the mayor's phone number. Call the mayor's office. Do something. Don't just sit there and look at it and just pretend it doesn't happen. Pretend that you don't know why it's happening. Okay? Do the right thing. Thank you. Maybe these people have a match. They're just walkers. You guys have a match? No. You have a match, sir? Cigarette? Something? Yeah, I don't think so.